Good evening, students. Now, in previous class, we have completed the point of consumption goods and also the category of consumption goods. There are four categories we have discussed. Number one, durable goods, semi-durable goods, non-durable goods, and services. So, final goods has two categories: consumer goods and the capital goods. So, consumer goods has been completed. Now, today I am going to start the next portion of the capital goods. So here I am writing here capital goods. So first we have to know the meaning of the capital goods. So what is the meaning of the capital goods? Capital goods refers to the goods. This is the final goods used for the production of the other goods and services. As for example, we can say capital goods are machinery, equipments. These are the capital goods, plant and machinery, equipments, etc. These are the capital goods used for the production purposes. Now next here I am making the differences between the consumption goods and capital goods. So this is very important and you have to learn it, the differences between the consumption goods and capital goods. Now one by one I am going to say the points. Number 1 point, consumption goods satisfy human wants directly. So consumption goods, we know these goods are used for consumption purposes and the consumers purchases it for direct consumption. So this is direct consumption and satisfy the human wants. Now next, capital goods satisfy human wants indirectly and it is derived demand. So in case of capital goods, we have seen that capital goods also satisfy human wants but indirectly, and it is also called derived demand because the demand of capital goods depends on the demand for other goods. That is why it is called the derived demand goods. Now next, second point is consumption goods do not promote production capacity. Consumption goods, we see that it is not used for production purposes, directly used. So do not promote production capacity, do not increase production capacity. But here capital goods means machinery, so these goods used or increase the production capacity. So this is the second differences. Now the third, consumption goods, most of the consumption goods except durable goods have limited expected life. But here capital goods, they have an expected life of more than 1 year. So these are the differences between the consumption goods and capital goods. Clear? So very easy. So you have to keep in mind the differences between the consumption goods and capital goods. Now next point I am writing here. You write in your copy. Next concept, you write. Next concept, gross investment, net investment, and depreciation. So this is the another concept of the basic concept of macroeconomics. Capital goods, final goods, these are completed. Now next, gross investment, net investment and depreciation. So first we have to learn the meaning one by one. So first we have to know the investment. What is investment? Investment refers to the addition of the capital stock in an economy. As for example, we can say that the construction of building, construction of bridge, purchase of machinery. So these are the investment. So gross investment. Now next point is gross investment. What is the meaning of gross investment? gross investment. What is the meaning of gross investment? Gross investment refers to the expenditure on the purchase of the fixed assets. Fixed assets means that we purchase machinery, and this machinery used for over a period of a time, several years we can use this machinery in industry. So this is known as the gross investment. Now next point is net investment. Net investment. So what is net investment? This is number 1, this is number 2. So what is net investment? Net investment, in a short way, in a very simple way you can remember it. This is the differences between gross investment minus depreciation. What is the net investment? Net investment is the differences between gross investment minus depreciation. So gross investment minus depreciation first. So you have to know the meaning of the depreciation. What is the meaning of depreciation? In depreciation, we know that in case of production, we see that the value of the fixed assets means machinery. The value of the machinery reduces during the continuous production process. The value of this machinery reduces, and life expectancy also decreases, and also new technology uses in place of this machinery. So depreciation refers to the decrease in the value of the machinery or fixed assets over wear and tear, expected life. So these are the factors responsible for the depreciation. So this is the net investment, and this is the depreciation. So now here I am going to make the differences between depreciation and capital loss. So what is the depreciation differences between the depreciation and capital loss? Now I am writing here one by one point. Depreciation means the decrease in the value of the fixed asset. All of the fixed asset. First difference, number 1, capital loss. This is the loss of the asset. Loss of the asset, fall in the value of the fixed asset. Number 2, in case of depreciation, provision is made. This means that we can replace the machinery. Replacement is possible. Replacement is possible, but here loss, in capital loss, replacement is not possible. Is not possible.